What's up, guys? It's Chris. Welcome back to VHP Engines. Or welcome to... God, man, I gotta pick one. I gotta pick one of those and stay with it. But it's so hard. There's always all these things all the time I'm planning to say that I should say, and then I forget. Maybe I should put sticky notes, because it helps. Alright, so anyway, if you've managed to stay this long in this video and you didn't realize this is just going to be me talking shit, this is your warning. It's going to be me talking shit. Now, I know some of you guys appreciate it when I like to talk shit, and some of you don't give a fuck. Man, that's okay. I guess I don't give a fuck about the people who don't give a fuck, and every once in a while I got to put out something like this. And it's just because, you know, just some little annoyances that I want to say out loud, man. I want to say them out loud. I have said them out loud, but I want to share them with y'all. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so recently had another little surge in the channel, surge in activity. I'm having a lot of new subscribers hit up on my on some of the older videos that are like, it's cool for me when that happens, because then it gives me a chance and excuse to go back to revisit. Because a lot of times if somebody comments on something, I don't necessarily remember what I said or what the talking point was. So, you know, depending on what the comment was or whatever, I decided I go back and I review the video, and I did today. So a couple of new subscribers on some old videos have commented and subscribed. That's cool. That's great. You guys are fucking awesome. Keep staying awesome if you guys are watching. I'd give you a shout out by name, but my computer is dead right now and being a piece of shit, not trying to turn on. So I can't do that. And also, so my rant thing here is going to be about some of these fucking stupid idiots. And I can't also paraphrase it, or I can't actually quote them either. I got to paraphrase from memory because of the fact that I, again, have my computer dead and I'm using my phone, so I can't go and read the comments. Okay, so I think it's two that kind of like triggered this, you know, but one of the two guys was like multiple time repeat offender. And I think he was the one that set it off. But the other offense isn't so great, but we're gonna touch on it anyway, just because it was just fucking like, oh my god, dude. Okay, so I guess we're finally getting there, getting to the point. All right, so here, this kid, and I want to say it's at least 3 times, maybe 2 on the same video and 1 on a different video. But the comment was, K28 Nippon Racing, he's like, oh, I gotta know, I gotta understand what's real, what's the CCs of the dome for these pistons. Nippon Racing K28 2 pistons, it says they're 0.5 higher than the K28 2 pistons, so what's real? And I'm like, no, that's not the case. And I know I've talked about that, and I know that the item description on eBay also talks about that, so I'm not gonna answer you. Go back and read it. I'm trying to mentally like Aquaman and this motherfucker through the internet, like go read the item description that you're trying to buy, you fucking cunt. And it didn't work because he questioned it again, and then he questioned it again. And the third offense, the reason why it was so fucking like aggravating from this kid is because the last time he commented on the video was Nippon Racing, how to determine your compression, right? And so that literally tells you, like, to go read the description. It's fucking shit, dude. It's just like, fuck. Did you even watch the video, or did you just come to the video and then fucking start typing your question? I hate that, man. I fucking hate that. And 9 out of 10 times when somebody does that, you can tell they're doing it. That they're asking the question before they're watching the video because they're a lazy cunt. They want the answer without putting any effort, and I fucking hate these people. You know what? And I think I just coined a term for myself for these people. These are window shoppers. These are people who are bored, who like the idea of the thing, but they will never actually commit to doing it. Why? Because all their attempts to even learn the process and understand the process are half-assed. Anybody who gives a shit about actually building an engine, really building an engine, will put a little bit of effort into their little homework that they're trying to do. It's like, holy fuck, and okay, benefit of the doubt. Let me go back to eBay and recheck. It's been a while since I've looked at the listings. So I went and typed in K282 Nippon Racing, and boom, K282 Nippon Racing, And the only thing I could see that would make me, throw a not so bright person off their tracks is it says the dome CCs are within 0.005 of each other. I was like, okay, so that's not 0.5, that's 0.005. It's a fucking very precise measurement. And what that means in the description is that all of the dome heights within the pistons measure within that clearance of each other. I was like, okay, I think it's pretty easy to figure out. Nowhere on there does it give a compression listing, and nowhere does it say there's higher compression than stock. That would be defeating the purpose. The Nippon Racing pistons are K20A2 pistons. They are K20A2 pistons that are upgraded with material, which I talked about in that video. I don't really mean to talk about that again. You guys have heard me talk about Nippon Racing enough to know these things already. It's simple enough that they, if they are giving you a higher compression piston, they will very specifically touch on the topic. So I said, okay, fine. So I fucking answered. I was like, holy fuck, man. Read the item description. K20A2 pistons are K20A2 pistons. I was like, if you want a fucking 0.5 bump in your compression so bad, then go buy the fucking ITR pistons, because that gives you a 0.5 bump over the stock K20A2 pistons. Fuck, man. Seriously. And then so I go to the fucking ITR pistons. I'm looking at it. I was like, yeah, this is 11.5 compared to 11.0 or 11.01 or some shit like that for the K20A2. And I'm like, what? It's like, what the fuck? What in the fuck is confusing about this? How is this confusing? How is it that you can leave multiple comments on multiple videos and in like a multiple day stretch and you haven't figured that out? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. And so, okay, fucking window shopper. Oh, hey, bro, how much does this cost? Oh, hey, bro, how much does this cost? Oh, that's nice, yeah. Never gonna fucking buy anything. This guy coming in, dropping these fucking questions, insisting on an answer that's easily and readily available from reading for 5 seconds. And it's like, you're never gonna build an engine, dude. Like, I don't know, like, prove me wrong. Go build an engine, throw it in the car, run that shit, come back and rub it in my face. I'll smile and happily give you a standing Shia LaBeouf slow clap, dude. That's cool, great. But the way your attitude is right now, if that ever happens, it'll be fucking light years from now, because you are going at a fucking crawl. You're going at regular, non-faster than light travel to the nearest stars. It's not going to happen. It's going to take you 1,000 years to get there at this pace. And I don't know if you have the endurance to get there. So yeah, I answered a little bit ruder than I should have, maybe. And then the only thing I can think of in this situation that would make me feel bad about my answer with this guy is if he's like 16 years old. And then I would maybe feel a little bit bad about it. But then maybe not. To relate this to like some real world shit, it's like, yeah, it's not great to be overly rude to your subscribers or people who try and learn and all that shit. I was like, yeah, you know what, but it's also not good to be overly nice and kiss ass, because then you give that feeds into that sense of entitlement. Give me everything without any effort. I don't have to work for anything, and that and I pick and choose when that should happen. Normally, I give some people a little bit of leeway, and sometimes I don't. It depends on your approach. It depends on my attitude when you approach me, right? And so for an example for me, how this first happened is like, I was 20 years old. I was given my first supervisor's position. I was my first supervisor's position. I knew the job inside and out. I could do everything in that fucking place. I was very confident. There was talk about me being promoted a year before that, and I thought I was so ready. I was gonna go in there, be a hard ass, put my foot down, show these motherfuckers what was up. I get my fucking promotion. I go in there, and dudes are walking all over me like, fuck you. We don't care about what you say. I was like, and I fucking, I turned into a little bitch thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And I'm calling my boss. And I'll call him like 3 times in one shift in one day. And he was like, and he flipped on me, bro. He was like, yo, you need to stop being a little bitch. My fucking boss said this shit to you, right? Stop being a little bitch. If you can't handle the fucking job, I'll take you out and replace you with somebody who can. I'll put a man in there who can do the job. I was like, fuck, dude. I have felt such fucking shame, but also a very great sense of motivation. Still to this day, 11 years ago, I look back on that moment, my first real workforce kicking the ass, and I feel embarrassed about it because he was right. I was being a little bitch. So I went in there, I fucking snatched some write-up forms from the fucking from the office, from the manager's office, and went out there and I fucking started slapping them down. People quit. Some people just left the shift early. It was fine though. After that, never had a problem with people again. Never had a problem with my foot down. The real me came out because I didn't feel the sense of overwhelming pressure anymore from the job, because I realized that there's no need to feel that kind of pressure. You know, so sometimes, you need a little bit of a kick in the fucking ass, maybe a little bit of embarrassment to make you feel like, oh fuck, you know what, this guy's right. You know, he's out there, the information's right in front of my face. You know, like, dude, like, yeah, you're hounding fucking people on YouTube, demanding an answer when the answer's right there in front of you. And I literally just put out a video that you're commenting on that tells you that. That was already a Super Barney style video. So if you didn't get it in the first one you commented on, you damn sure should have had it by then. Of course, the kid was like, oh, piss off. Or the guy, whoever the fuck it is, pissed off. Like, dude, I wish you would have pissed off days ago. Fuck. Now, damn, this actually turned into a little bit longer than I want. I wanted it to be less than 10 minutes, but whatever. We got one more question to touch on, and this shouldn't be so long. Another video like about transmissions, the guy was like, and he says it, he immediately voided his fucking question. I didn't even open it and read the rest of it. All I got was a ... And then from then on, I didn't even bother to open it and click on the fucking the question. So if you're watching that guy, here's your fucking answer, right? Kinda. He's like, I can't even wait to finish the video. I have to have the answer now. Blah, 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 my auto transmission. I'm like, well, apparently you haven't been around the channel or dug through enough of my videos yet to know that I don't even fuck with automatic transmissions. Search VHP engines and automatic training. You're going to find nothing. Alright? Which is going to change now because I'm going to make like a 2-minute video talking about that. So be prepared for that when you see it pop up. Alright? But I can't wait to finish the video. I need my answer now. So, now, I am guilty of this shit. There are some times where I'm sitting on my phone fucking around Facebook or Twitter, more often than not because my computer's a piece of shit, and I'll see a notification on YouTube pop up, and sometimes I'll just right away open it and answer. Sometimes you get an immediate answer from me, but most times you don't. So I promise you, if you're watching one of my videos and it's like 8 to 9 to 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, you just watching the video, like watching the full thing to its entirety, is probably going to give you the answer faster than I will. Especially the people that have been DMing me recently. I've been waiting, making people wait 2 or 3 days. And then I open so I make people wait 2 or 3 days for a fucking DM response, and I open up my messages. I got like 5 people sitting there or whatever, and fucking, and then like I start going through the questions, and more often than not nowadays I'm finding myself disappointed. I'm like, what was even the fucking point of answering these or going through them, because like these are just fucking stupid questions or whatnot. And I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to fucking throw shade, and I'm not trying to be that way, but I just wish some of you guys sometimes would take a little bit more care, would do what I've recommended a million times, search through my channel. It just sucks, man. I got I took a peek at my YouTube analytics the other day because I was watching the only news outlet that I really watch. That's Philip DeFranco. Go watch that motherfucker if you haven't. And I was watching Philip DeFranco, and he was talking about looking through his analytics to see where his views are coming from, and like he says, he gets a certain percentage of his views from notifications. That means YouTube notifies the subscriber, hey, this guy you subscribe to put out a video, and then you click it and you watch that video when that comes out. All right, his was apparently number 1 or 2 spot. That's where he gets most of his views from. Me, when I open my analytics, bro, I got 34% was my highest income. You know what that comes from? YouTube search. That means some asshole was on YouTube, typed in B18 engine builder or some shit like that, and boom, my video pops up on top, and you watch it because I got the most views or whatever the reason, and you click my video to watch. All right. So that means I okay, so I'm going down through my analytics, and I see notifications it's in the 8th spot. It's this fucking big. It's 3% of you guys that actually click the notifications and watch, and that's cool. Again, I understand my shit's not a current news type thing. It's informational shit. And my video's more like a textbook. So you subscribe to my channel to know where that book is at, to have it on your shelf, and then you go and you cherry pick the videos. I understand that's cool. But oh wow, I completely fucking lost track of myself. I was going somewhere with that, and I fucking lost it in the rant. My bad. But anyway, it's just saying that a lot of my traffic doesn't even come from my subscriber base. A lot of people, a lot of randos. I'm still trying to still trying to deal with that kind of shit, you know. But anyway, if like, you know, if you manage to be a new subscriber and you're watching this for this long, like the same way you found that video, the first video that you stumbled on for this channel, you know, just go through and search YouTube again. You'll find some more. Yeah, and the automatic transmission question, like, dude, it just throws me off. Like, if you're coming at me with a question like that and you're openly admitting that you're not even watching my content, then why the fuck should I take my time to stop and give you an answer, which I probably already gave you in the video if you just watched it. Alright, fuck, man, this turned out to be a fat video. I hope some of you fucking assholes got a kick out of it. And I hope some of you fuckers got offended and you'll decide to leave after this. It's okay, man. I like new subscribers. It's great. But I definitely want to have like-minded people on here, or people who are really committed to learning. Not these fucking window shoppers. Not these fucking girls who like to put on spandex pants to go take selfies in the gym once every 3 months. And that's the only time they ever go to the gym is once every 3 months to take pictures a little sweaty in the gym, you know. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl, man. Don't come bother me with that shit. Just send you fucking packing. I don't care if you hate me. Be one of my dislikers. Alright, just in case we'll close this video with this. If you didn't fucking understand what the thumbnail was, you know, that's just being spoon-fed. Like, I'm not a nurse, and you're not an 80-year-old man shitting on yourself, and I wouldn't want to be in that business anyway, to sit and, like, spoon feed. And not to mention the fact that I'm pretty much doing these videos for free, pretty much answering everybody's shit for free, because it's like, what, once a quarter of the year that I get a little bit of money from YouTube. Like, I think I've had 2 paydays from YouTube in the past like 6 months, and it's $167. So like, you know, so I'm giving you my free time and all this shit to help spread the information, but you gotta help me help you, because I'm not in here for the mentally handicapped people, that just mentally lazy cat. Alright guys, rant done. This is way too long. Sorry. Talk to you guys later. Peace.